Mellow.
At Tony Yayo and at DJ Whoo Kid. And you can talk to us, ask us any question, we will answer. One of the first questions we got on Twitter is Young Buck's like there's a sale going on. Auction,
oh man, I seen that online.
Fucked up?
Yeah, I feel sorry for the guy, man. But
damn,
it's tough times right now.
People think taxes is not a fucking serious matter.
Taxes is not. They had plaques up there. They had plaques. There's plaques up there.
What, for the auction?
Yeah, they
had the record label plaque?
I'm talking about the record label plaques. Like,
get the fuck out of here. People buy shit like that?
Yeah, they had all the plaques up there. Everything's a terrible thing.
Isn't that crazy? Because I saw Jermaine Dupri in Dubai. He had tax problems. You know, he almost... How do people get $20 million, $30 million, like, tax issues, man? Like, your man, fucking... You said Omarion got what?
Oh, they said Omarion got 100,000 or something like that.
100,000?
100K.
What?
100K.
Where does this come from? Tony Braxton got 30 million.
What's up, boy?
I didn't know Tony Braxton was so huge like that. 30 million?
I think it's about having the right people in your corner. Like, one thing about G-Unit label is, like, we always had accountants there to take care of the taxes. You know that. Like, that's one thing that I can say about 50 Cent is, you know, he teached us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not only that, he helped Buck a lot, too.
Yeah, so, I mean, so, like, with the tax thing, I learned everything I know from having accountants on the G-Unit staff, and whatever the G-Unit staff I got from them, I learned about the taxes. You know what I'm saying?
What's Reef? Reef is in here. We need a Jewish
you know what I mean, Reef?
When it comes to taxes.
Yeah, he's Jewish. You know, he's about his money, the Jew Unit.
Where Reef at? You there, Reef?
Shout to the Jew Unit.
I don't know which one it is, Reef. Is it this one?
This DJ?
DJ. Oh, okay. Duh.
But who kid? Come on, you know that you know one thing about, like, that's what I could say about being down with G-Unit. 50 does give you, talks about your money and the right things you should do with your money.
And he tells you the reality of it, too.
Yeah, and he tells you the reality of it. Like, he keeps it real. Like, sometimes, instead of buying a new car, a new chain, he might tell you to invest in something. And,
like
that's
a business.
That's the smartest thing to do for anybody in the music industry, is that when you have somebody over your shoulder telling you and guiding you the right way, I think it's good. And that's one thing Buck did have. 50 did guide us the right way. You spend
millions.
You spend 100,000 in a matter of weeks. Of course, a guy with intelligence, that's your boss, is gonna give you a call like, yo, you spending a lot more money than I am, and I have way more money than you.
That's just crazy.
So I think that's what the issue comes down to, is just being with the right people and having the right people around you. And we had 50 this whole time, so it was kind of easy.
But you know what's the conclusion, Reef? Jail. That's like the main conclusion of taxes, right?
Oh, for tax evasion?
Who we just saw when we came up here?
We just seen Ron Isley.
We just saw Ron Isley. He really went to jail at his age? For like years, right?
And he was looking great. Shout out to Ron Isley too, no homo, but he was looking like, he was looking like new money.
You don't think they would touch him in jail? They don't touch old guys like that.
He's the man. What are you talking about?
He did. He got locked up for 3 years in the feds.
No, Ron Isley did do some time.
Yeah, like at least 3-4 years.
And you know what Hookin says to him downstairs? I ain't seen you in a while. What the fuck kind of shit is that to say?
What?
This is what he says to Ron Isley. I'm looking at him like,
what?
Motherfucker just got out of the pen. And he says, yo, I haven't seen you in a while.
What would you rather?
What an asshole.
What would you rather hear? Me say that, or did somebody touch your ass?
No, I mean, no homo, but yeah, it's good to see you. You said, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been years.
That's why a lot of people like me.
He's been locked up. This guy's crazy.
How the fuck is Ron Isley gonna go to jail and R. Kelly is not locked up? Like, that shit don't make no sense.
I'll tell you, as you know, the IRS has put more people to jail for offenses of whether the biggest gangsters have not been put away for their crimes
because they pay
per se. It's the IRS that put Al Capone away. Let's start there.
Wow. So you can't get out of it.
And that's one of the biggest gangsters in the world. Al Capone. Because you know what I think what really happens with us being artists? We get that fast money one year.
Be wilding out.
And then, you might have a little fun party with it. And, that next year is tax time. You're like, damn, you got a grace period, but it might be slow that next. To me, the rap game is like the block. It could be slow one year. It could be doing it one year. The block could be slow. The block could be fast.
And then,
So
if you don't,
and just like the block, you get locked up too.
yeah, just like the block, you get locked up.
Chaka chaka ching.
You know? So what we doing, man?
We're gonna get into jail because you were talking about T.I. earlier. You can't believe he's getting locked up again.
Man, that's fucked up.
Isn't that crazy?
Man. Yo, let me tell you, man.
A lot of hot records out there. This guy's getting locked up.
Let me tell you something about Fed probation. Fed probation is like, it's the worst. It's kind of easy, but it's kind of bad. You know what I mean? Like, when I was on Fed probation, I had 630 urines, and they gave me the drug program.
What?
Yeah, they gave me the drug program. You know what I mean? So they kind of lenient in certain ways, but in other ways they're not.
So what? Weed is cool, ecstasy is not.
I think really because he got arrested, that's what's making the violation fucked up. That's what's making an official violation. See, I was smoking weed. I never got arrested going to get the weed or nothing. I just had dirty urine, and my PO's like, yo, if you get more and more, if your levels don't go down, we're gonna violate you. Him, he got arrested in a Maybach with, weed, everything.
Oh, and he was driving.
I don't know if he was necessarily driving, but
it's just the police contact that fucked him up. You know what I mean? It's a fucked up situation because he just came home. And you know how the cops are, man, in L.A.
TMZ is there within 5 minutes.
Forget about it, man. Jesus Christ. Well,
let me ask you a question, Yayo.
Yeah.
As somebody that's been through this type of thing.
Yeah, because I got locked up in 11 hours. I got out 11 hours. I was right back in there. I went to federal prison. I went to MDC.
And I fucked your bitches. We had bitches for you.
Yeah,
It's our money.
I had menage for me.
We paid for them. When
you're in that type of parole situation, what do you have to do to insulate yourself from fucking up? Like, from you as an individual to who you have around you to how you regulate your day-to-day activities to make sure that you do not fuck up.
Well, it seems like he has a very good lawyer and a very good staff of people behind him. But I think now the way his lawyer was talking now, like, they're going to really put the pressure on him. Like, you can't really tell a nigga what to do if he's a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But at the end of the day, the way I seen his lawyer talking on the interview that was online, he was like he's going to stay out of trouble. Like, I think he really, really learned this lesson because you just did the same shit that I did. But I went home the next day. The next day I went into MDC. You know what I'm saying? But this 11 months is fucked up. It's 11 months of you going from your family, your friends, and your fans. And a lot of people love T.I.
Do we know whether it's in is it in Atlanta? Is it in California?
It'll probably be in Atlanta, I guess. I don't know.
Is he in just like the equivalent of
It'll
Atlanta's
be whatever.
Rikers, or is he in like?
Well, he is violating the Atlanta.
I know. He'll probably just do a couple of months, probably in whatever federal jail they have in Atlanta, probably, instead of shipping them all the way out there for 11 months somewhere else.
I got another question too. Like, Lil Wayne is going to come out soon, but is he going to jail for the ecstasy thing in Arizona too?
They said he got probation for that.
He got off of that.
Oh, he got off of that.
Yeah, he got probation for that, so that's good.
Isn't that crazy? Like, everybody's getting locked up with hit records. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, man? Because it's so easy to get in trouble, man. It's so
Gucci
hard.
Man's going back again. That's all I've heard. A rumor.
No.
I just saw it online.
Knock on wood.
I mean, I don't want it to be true, but I don't want it to be true.
But it's so easy to get in trouble, so hard to get out, and especially you being an artist, you're a target for a lot of things. Like, look at the Justin Bieber thing. He's in a laser tag park. He's playing around. He run by one kid. The kid is saying, he probably barely touched him. Hey, the kid is making millions. Of course the kid is going to drop to the floor. Yeah, I got punched in my jaw. He assaulted me.
Yeah, the ambulance chase.
But at the end of the day,
exactly,
when you get to a certain stature of an artist,
you're a target.
Justin Bieber should have shut down that laser park and said only me and my homies could play in here. You know what I mean? And you got to move a certain way because you got to think about lawsuits and police being on your back.
Liability.
And you got to think, T.I., he's in a Maybach, 62, all white? Come on, man. Like, police, they don't want to see no black. They see a black dude in that, they want to know who that is.
And you're out of here.
Come on, you in a $400,000, $500,000 car.
If you don't look like a chauffeur, you're getting pulled over.
Yeah, definitely. And then once they smoke that, smell like Cali.
No, but that's
that Cali bud, that can't get out the car. The Cali bud, that's not getting out the car. That's reeking. That's going to be in the everything in the interior, the seats, the carpet, the roof.
Shout out to the dispensaries out there. They're doing it.
Yeah, shout out.
BMW, bitch, I'm in my